We have some exciting things going on in different parts of the world. So this is the first global call since some time. We had a nice summer with a lot of things. We went on a cruise. We went to Abu Dhabi, first live event since a long time. And I think we can all agree that this event and the outcome of the event was a huge success. I think we had great recognition there since 2.5 years. Gave away a lot of nice watches as well. A lot of people being recognized on the stage. Great training, great announcements. And yeah, out of the event, we've seen historic success coming out in the first 2 weeks of October already. It looks like everybody liked what they saw.
I think that it's hard to not appreciate seeing $1 million worth of watches and seeing cars given out and apartments in Dubai given out. It was the energy there and the leaders that are part of that group that were there. Unbelievable leaders, unbelievable leadership. And you know something about leaders and leadership in an area. As soon as an event takes place, some people like to, put things on cruise control and pause. But this group of individuals that were there came back and have literally been crushing it, not by, increasing anything by 10% or 20% or 50% or 60%. We're talking 100%, 200%, 300%, 400% increase in their activity, whether it's recruiting or revenue, is absolutely unbelievable. It's the power of what an event can do. It's a power of what people coming together can do, being in person and being able to feel each other, and then deciding that you want to go back home, go back to where you're from, and continue to fight for your family, continue to do the hard work, continue to change other people's lives, because everybody deserves to know what it feels like to walk across that stage and get what's rightfully yours.
100%. And I think that everybody also loved to finally meet face to face again. And instead of having these sort of virtual high fives, we could actually physically hug people again and just feel that we are in the right company, in the right time, with the right people, and great things are about to happen. I'm sure that towards the end of the call, we'll have some nice surprises for them again, but also because, in all honesty, they deserve surprises like this because they have been working over hours. I feel that some people found somehow, some way, more than 24 hours a day, because the numbers that we see is incredible. I know that you have a great training prepared, but before we go into that, I wanted to bring up one slide so that we can set another target, because yeah, although we had a nice day when it comes to voting, I'm 100% sure that we can do a lot better. And some of the companies I know on that list, they haven't really waken up yet. So either later today, or maybe they have a global call in the next few days, and they will call on all their leaders to put the votes in. So we already know that the winner of this poll needs to go towards 15,000, 20,000 votes minimum. So I think that's a great target. It's a great start for the day. But I believe that towards the end of the call, we should have at least another 1,000 votes. I mean, everybody in the Telegram channel, that's like 3,500 people. Everybody should already at least put one vote. Why are you in a Telegram channel to be updated about the news if you cannot download an app and vote? It's just a 5 minute. It's almost the same amount of time of putting in a trade. So now you put in a vote. So guys, let's make that happen. Let's see what is the score right now. You know what? I'm going to take the score that is in the screen right now. So towards the end of the call, in the meantime, you have to do multiple things at the same time, because I don't want you to miss any of the valuable trainings, but you can also translate into your respective language and make sure that the message is ending up in everybody's home, and just make sure that even all the new people that signed up in the last week, if they all vote, then we'll crush that voting and be the #1 for sure. And I think this is the right time to make a lot of noise out there publicly and let everybody know that the Success Factory is moving towards new momentum and will be hard to beat. So Jason, I give it to you.
Perfect. Yeah. If you haven't voted, if you haven't downloaded the Business for Home app, make sure you download that app. Competition is a good thing. You should always feel good about competing. You should feel good about the jersey that you wear. You should feel good about where we are as a company. You should feel good about being with a company, being with an organization that has leadership that's on the move, right? Every time that we come together, every time that we do an event, every time that we give awards out, it's always amazing to me, the new faces, the new names of people that are coming around and that are being attracted to our organization. So right now is an amazing time. Right now is a time for you to rise up. Right now is a time for your teams to rise up. Now is not the time to be playing small. Now is not the time to be playing to lose. Now's the time to be playing full out, playing to win. And I have a question for you. And the question is, do you follow your passion? Do you follow your passion? Ask yourself that. Do you follow your passion? And then I want to challenge you to think about that word follow. If you say, I'm just following my passion, or if you tell other people, why don't you just follow your passion? You need to be careful sometimes in the words that you use, because words are containers of energy that all of a sudden create something for you. So if you say that I'm a follower and you raise your hand and say, yes, I follow my passion, or you tell someone else to go follow their passion, you ought to change your vocabulary from go follow your passion to why don't you grab a hold of your passion? Why don't you catch your passion? And why don't you lead your passion? Right? Lead your passion. Don't follow your passion. Because if you say follow, what you're telling yourself is that you're not a leader, right? And there's a big difference between people that lead and people that follow, right? You don't want to be a follower right now. You want to be a leader. You want to be someone that's stepping forward, someone that's pushing to the forefront, that's showing people a way. You want to be someone that's awakening someone's spirit inside of them. You want to be someone that's leading someone else to be able to see something that they've never seen before. You want to be leading somebody and just hearing something that they've never heard before, or you want to be leading someone into feeling something that they've never felt before. Because if you can't recognize this moment in time, if you're so unaware that you don't realize that something is going on, right? Something is going on. If you were in Abu Dhabi and you were in that room in Abu Dhabi, there's no way you walked out of that room, and there's no way you were in that room without recognizing, man, something is going on. If you're sitting in the world and you're watching news and you're watching things that are going on, it'd be very difficult for you to not realize that something is going on. If you're here in the United States, you're just at our event in Charlotte, you would know for certain that something is going on. And so right now in this moment in time, now is not the time to be following anything. Now is the time to be leading something. Now is the time to be catching your passion, catching your vision, and leading it, right? Leading it with reckless abandon. I also have a question for you. When you think about Success Factory, when you think about the opportunity to be in business with Success Factory, the opportunity to be in business with the leadership that's here, the opportunity to be able to innovate wealth creation for all humanity. And that's not some small little catchphrase, some little marketing slogan. That ought to be something that cuts deep down inside of you to say, you know what, this is something that I want to truly go after. But when you go after this business, when you go after trying to teach people how to make money and how to keep it and how to multiply it, that ought to be something that grabs a hold of you. That ought to be something that you want to lead and go and teach and educate and empower and influence so many people with. The ability to make money, the ability to keep it, and the ability to multiply it. And as you do that, you need to ask yourself, when you're out there building a business, when you're out there leading your passion, when you're out there leading your destiny, right? When you're out there doing what it is that you do you build this business like a hobby? Do you build this business like a hobby? Maybe I need a different marker. That one's not very good, is it? Do you build this business like a hobby, meaning that it's just something that you do in your spare time? Or do you build this business as if you're only interested? Right? Interested. Is it a hobby for you, meaning that you just do it when you do it? Are you interested in it, meaning that if today you're interested in doing something, then you'll do it? Or are you one of the crazy ones that's absolutely obsessed Are you one of the crazy ones that's absolutely obsessed with you, with your life, with your destiny, with your vision, with what it is that you're going after? Are you obsessed with building a business? Are you obsessed with learning how to truly make money? Are you obsessed with learning how to make earned income and passive income and residual income? Are you obsessed with taking the raw material of a human being and teaching them how to move from being a learner to a leader, from a leader to an influencing leader, and from an influencing leader to an empowered leader? Do you treat it like a hobby when you have somebody, a human spirit, a human being that raises their hand and says, yes, I want to join you in business. Could you please teach me? Could you please lead me? Could you please show me the way to financial success or some form of stability or some form of security or some form of freedom? Do you treat it like a hobby? When another human being raises their hand and says, please start guiding me, do you treat it as only as if you're interested in doing it? Or are you absolutely obsessed with building human beings into the best version of themselves? You have to start rising up from where you are to where you need to be, where you deserve to be. You've got to start getting a little more obsessed about your vision, about your destiny, about your business, about your understanding of it. And the other thing I want to ask you is, what are you aiming for? When you think about this business, when you think about Success Factory, what is it that you are aiming for? When you think about your goals, when you think about what it is that you want from this business, when you think about where you are today and where you're going in 90 days and where you're going in 180 days, or where you're going in 360 days, which is a year from now, or where will you be in 2 years from now, or 4 years from now, or 5 years from now? When you think about those things, what is your level of focus? What is your level of focus? In my experience, most people have too broad of a focus, meaning they go anywhere and everywhere when they think about these things. The champions, the warriors, the people that get after their life, the people that accomplish great things, the people that are obsessed versus just having it as a hobby, the people that were walking across that stage in Abu Dhabi, they're focused, right? So you can think about it. Are you too broad in how you think and your behaviors? Are you too broad in how you're building your business? Are you too broad in thinking about how you make money? Are you too broad in how you think about keeping money? Are you too broad in thinking about how you multiply money? Or are you absolutely focused, right? If you were to think about it like a bullseye, like a target, there's a big difference, right? There's a big difference. A broad target of something is easy to hit, and most people choose easy. I'm going to challenge you to get very narrowly focused. Narrow your focus. Look for what is the bullseye. What is the bullseye for you? What is the bullseye that you're aiming for? And you need to narrow your focus down, because if your focus is too broad, right? If your focus is too broad, you actually will never hit what it is that you truly are going after. Don't allow yourself to get distracted to the right or get distracted to the left. You've got to get laser beam focused into what you want. How many leaders do you want? How many diamonds do you want on your team? What's the cash flow that you want on a monthly basis? What type of residual income do you want on a monthly basis? You got to know with specificity, right? You got to know the exact dollar amount. When you take your money and you go have your money go to work for you, and you tell your money to go multiply for you, you've got to know an exact number that you're going after. Because if you don't have an exact number that you're going after, any number will satisfy you. If you don't have an exact number that you're going after, any number will satisfy you. And I see people all the time that where they're trying to go and do things, and they start on a Sunday evening, or they start waking up on Sunday or Monday morning, and they get off to a great start in the week, and they create something called a to-do list, right? Have you ever created a to-do list? Like, these are all the things to do. I have to do this. 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 You need to change from creating lists of things that you need to do. You need to start creating a list of must do, right? You need to start creating a list of I must do this. I must do this. You need to narrow the focus. You need to get obsessed. I must make X amount of dollars per month. I must keep X% of my income per month. I must have my money multiply at a certain rate for me. I must do these things. I must go and recruit an army of people. I must recruit 100 new people in the next 2 weeks. I must get so many people to Diamond. I must be able to do this. I must be able to do that. When you change your language from following, like I said at the beginning, and when you change your language from do to I must do, something happens inside of you. Something happens inside of you that all of a sudden, any excuses that allowed you the opportunity to take the easy road, all of a sudden don't make any sense to you anymore. I often tell people that being committed is hard, right? Being committed is hard. If I were to ask you, how committed are you to your life, right? How committed are you to building this business? How committed are you to helping other people? How committed are you to the long process of going and chasing after your destiny? How committed are you to doing it? And then I would say, you know what? Let's take a look at your calendar. Let's see if your calendar reflects your level of commitment that you talk about, right? Let's take a look at your calendar to see the level of commitment that you have every single day, every single week of every single month. You see, commitment is hard, which is why very few people do it over a long period of time. Commitment is hard because it's hard to stay committed, right? Commitment is hard because it's hard to stay committed, which is why most people choose the easy road. Most people will look for excuses. Most people will look for somebody to blame. Most people will look for an opportunity to quit, and as soon as it presents itself, bang, they quit. That should not be you. That should not be anybody on this call. That should not be anyone that represents any of our brands. It ought to be that you're going to take it. You're going to become a leader. You're going to grab a hold of it. You're going to lead your passion. You're going to lead your vision. You're going to have a must-do list. You're going to realize that there is a must-do to what type of income you want, what type of income you're going to keep for yourself because you deserve it. You're going to have a must-do list of here's how I'm going to go multiply my money. You have a must-do list of how many leaders you're going to develop, how long you're going to pour into them. What is it that you must do? What is it that you must do? What is it that you must do? When I recognize great leaders that are out there that are committed for a long period of time, I'm talking about the champions, the warriors, the ones that really get the results in their life. Not that they talk about it, but the ones that actually get the results. It's like the people that were parading one after the other in Abu Dhabi. I was so just amazed by the number of leaders that were just walking across the stage in Abu Dhabi. It was great to see them because when I see them, I could recognize that these people are tenacious. These people have had to be committed for a long period of time. These people have a level of commitment where something simple doesn't sway them off of the pursuit of excellence. Because when excellence becomes a tradition, winning never stops. When excellence becomes a tradition, winning never stops. And the thing that I realize, the thing that I know to be true about champions, about warriors, about people that have a high level of excellence, they have four things about them. Four things about them. Number one is they have a competitiveness. They have some level of competitiveness inside of them. Yes, it's good to compete against other companies. It's good to compete against other teams. But the competitiveness that I'm talking about is the competitiveness between you and you, right? How competitive are you between you and you? And so a champion, a warrior, an obsessed person, when they don't need to have an alarm clock to get up in the morning, they get up in the morning because they know that they're going to go get after their life because they're trying to be better than they were the day before. And the day before that, and the day before that, and the day before that. Ask yourself, truly, take a measurement of yourself and say, how competitive are you really? How competitive are you really with you? Do you go to battle? Do you go to war with yourself every single day to become just a little bit better every single day? A little bit better every single day? Because I'm telling you, if you have that level of competitiveness, it's going to drive you to become the best version of yourself possible, right? Then number two, you have some level of talent. You have some level of talent. The leaders, champions have some level of talent that they've worked for, that they've put in the hours for, they've practiced for it, they've simulated it, they've done the real thing, they've debriefed, they figured out what works, they figured out what doesn't work, they figured out what did they learn, they figured out what did they learn about themselves, and some form of talent. And if you don't feel like you have the talent to be competitive with yourself, it's time to start honing your skills. It's time to start getting in motion. It's time to start figuring out how to create the right invitation for this business. It's time to start figuring out how to handle objections from anybody, anytime, anywhere. It's time that you develop the talent of giving the presentation. It's time that you develop the talent of closing people, that you develop the talent of leading people. You develop the talent of educating people. You develop the talent of how our products work. You become a customer of the products. You develop the talent of how trading works, how to put in a trading idea. You develop the talent of what the view is and how to communicate the view. You develop the talent of talking about Success Factory and what it is and how to move through a rank and how to get a promotion. You develop the talent. So number one is you got to be competitive. Number two is you got to develop your talents. Number three is you got to be tough, right? You have to be tough. You have to have some form of resilience about you, because you would recognize that as you get into business and as more and more people start coming around, more and more people means more and more problems. It's just that simple. The more people you have on your team, the more problems you're going to face, because human beings are tricky animals, right? We have emotions, we have egos, we have spirits, we have all the things inside of us. And sometimes when somebody is up, somebody is down. When somebody is winning, somebody is losing. When somebody is happy, somebody is angry. When someone is joyful, someone's in fear. When somebody has anxiety, someone has no anxiety. And so you as a leader, you have to develop a toughness about you. You have to believe that as you start going and doing the things that you're going to do, you're going to start running and batting up against the enemy. You're going to start getting punched in the teeth and knocked on the ground and kicked over and having dirt thrown on you and have people tell you that you're not good, or that you're crazy, or that you're a lunatic, or that you're a liar, or you don't keep your word, or you're a terrible leader, or you don't understand, or you don't know how to communicate. You've got to be able to take all those things. You got to be able to take all those things and go compete more with yourself and get better and build your talents and build your skills and build your level of toughness. Because I got news for you. If you want to get to the top, if you want to be a leader, if you want to be a champion, if you want to be a winner, it's going to come with some tough roads, some tough blows, some tough knocks. You know, the old Timex watches, how, takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Is that you? Can you take a licking and keep on ticking? Can you get punched square in the face and square in the mouth and square in the nose and keep on going? You got to develop some level of toughness. Number one, you got to be able to compete. Number two, you need talent. Number three, you got to develop some level of toughness about you. Number four is intelligence. Number four is intelligence, right? So intelligence comes through your experience of learning. Intelligence comes through your experience of learning, right? It's not just reading something. It's not just listening to something. Knowledge is not power, right? Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. What you do with what you know is everything. Do you execute on what you know, right? What is your level of intelligence? As you go out and build a business, as you go out and start recruiting and building teams of people, as you start developing people skills, as you start developing leadership skills, as you start developing influence skills, as you start developing empowerment skills, you develop a level of intelligence that puts you at a caliber, at a level that's higher than other people, right? When your intelligence starts to increase, and I'm talking about your spiritual intelligence, I'm talking about your knowledge intelligence, I'm talking about your relationship intelligence, I'm talking about your intelligence of how money works, I'm talking about your intelligence of how to build a business, I'm talking about your intelligence of how to duplicate leadership, I'm talking about your intelligence of how to create intergenerational wealth, I'm talking about your intelligence of how to create money, how to make it, how to keep it, how to multiply it. All these levels of intelligence all of a sudden becomes like a magnet that other people start gravitating towards you because they recognize there's something different about you. They recognize you have a level of focus that they wished for, that you have a level of focus that they've only thought about, that you have a level of focus that they've only seen other people have. But when you develop that level of focus, when you develop that level of commitment inside of you, when you develop that level of competition with yourself, when you develop your talents, when you develop your toughness, when you develop your level of intelligence, you become a magnet. People start seeking you out. People start wanting you around. People just want to be in the presence of you because every time they come in the presence of you, they feel something bigger. They feel something greater. They feel like, man, if I just got around this person, Somehow this person's going to take me further than where I could ever go by myself. You deserve to know what that feels like. Everybody on this call deserves to know what that feels like. You deserve to be a champion. You deserve to be a leader. You deserve to be a warrior. Don't just reach for the stars. Don't just reach for the stars. Because when you reach out for something, the only distance you have is between you and your arm. Right? When you try to reach for something, you don't have the proper distance to be able to do it. Don't reach for the stars. Climb to the stars. It's time to put in the work. It's time to start climbing the mountain. It's time to start climbing up to your destiny. Don't reach for it. Don't follow it. Lead it. Climb to it. Do the work. Get resilient. Get tough. Get competitive. Develop your talents. Develop your intelligence. Narrow your focus. Because I have news for you. Where this company is going, I wish I could share the vision with you. I wish I could share everything that Roald and I and Chris and Niels are working on in the background. I wish I could share all the things that we have in store for you. All you got to do is recognize that now is the time to get after it. And I think that we've got some brilliant news that Roald's going to go over with you. We want you to win. We want you to win big time. We want you to be able to look at your family and create intergenerational wealth for them. You have the opportunity to be the person in your family that changes your family's financial trajectory forever. But now is the time. Something is going on in the world. Something is going on. I hope something is going on inside of you. I hope something inside of you, some spirit inside of you is starting to catch fire. I hope that your eyes are starting to waken up. I hope that your ears are starting to hear things. And I hope that you're starting to feel something that you've never felt. Because the more that you do it, the more that you get after it, the more we're going to pour greatness towards you. What we do as a company for you is a direct reflection of how much you guys are out there doing it. And right now, you guys are absolutely crushing it. I could not be more humbled or more grateful to be able to serve a group of leaders like all of you around the world. And because of your efforts and what you do and how you guys show up every single day and every single week and every single month and every single quarter and every single year, I think we've got something in store for you that's going to be a turbocharge for you. We're going to add some extra fuel to you to get you to where you rightfully belong. And so with that, always ride the wave of life and always play big. I'll turn the time back over to Roald to give you what I believe is some turbocharged gasoline. And if you're watching a replay of this, or you're just someone's telling you what's happening, too late for you. I'm glad that all the people around this call are going to hear what Roald's about ready to talk about. So to you, back over to you.
Thank you, Jason. And yes, you're 100% right. We want people to win. I think that today's announcement will definitely help them also to get that done faster. Again, we are proud of all the results, but at the same time, we know that all the things that we are working on, we can do better. We can do better every day. That's also the thing that we demand from ourselves, to every day do a little bit better than yesterday. So I'm looking forward to the next 3 to 6 months to make everything that we created in the last 12 months, 24 months, to finally launch a few of those things as well. Like we said at the event, we are not even aiming for the next 6 months, 12 months. That was already done 2 years ago. But the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, with all the changes, all the improvements, I'm 100% sure that people will feel that this is the best home they were ever been part of. I'm going to share some nice things with everyone. So give me a second to open up my slides, at the same time looking at the numbers. Are we getting close to something that is... let me see. Yes. We get closer. There's an extra 200 votes since we got started, but I'm sure we can do better. Let's make sure that this is not a one-day chart that we look at, but let's make sure that by the end of October 31st, that this is the same view that everybody will see when they go online and see that the direct selling poll has been won by Success Factory. And that is something that we do together. So again, we are up a little bit, but I think we can do better. Don't let this be only for today, so you hear some nice news, but make sure that the next week, this is the minimum target that we do every day. just to get people around you, everybody that you sign up, let them install SuccessFactory app, let them install Forex Insiders app, let them install the Business for Home app, let them put in the vote and go on to the next one, part of the launch. So let me remind everybody about the current promotions that we still have in place. Forex promotion until the end of the month, which means you get 25% discount on your first purchase. Doesn't matter if your first purchase is for a month, for half a year, or for a year. And like you know, for the 6 months, you already get 1 month for free. And if you purchase 12 months, you get already 3 months for free. So on top of those 3 months, you can get an extra 25% on that total amount as well. So that's a huge promotion for everybody that is signing up, subscribing for 6 months or 12 months. Then the other promotion that we recently extended until the end of the month, which means you can buy the second membership of the View with Dagecoin. Again, it's non-commissionable, but it will count towards ranks, or just to say it short, it generates ranking points. So we have extended this until the end of October, and towards the end of the month, we will see again what is the result. I think we were all very proud of what the network has done in the first 12 days of October by selling out in 12 days the first vertical that we launched. Now we see at the same time that the city pools are getting closer and closer. So let's see what will be the mystery cities. I'm going to announce them in a few minutes. So then the other promotion that we are running, which means that we are combining the volumes for September and October. So whatever you normally need to do to qualify for Topaz or Sapphire, Ruby, whatever you need to do in 1 month, you can now combine September and October, and it will count as 1 month. So of course, this is a huge promotion, especially combined with the second membership of the paid with Dagecoin for the View. And I believe that the promotion I will end with is gonna make all of you crazy. And this is just a trilogy where 3 very powerful promotions will be combined and will help all of you to achieve higher ranks towards the end of the month. So I hope everybody is ready for the mystery cities. After this call, it will take me a few minutes to update the system and make sure that the right city is there. So at this point, you can still buy them for 125 euros. But once this call is over, plus 5 minutes, then you will see the updated system and you'll see the cities that I'm about to reveal. And you will also see the prices went from 125 euros to 250 euros. So again, if you want to still benefit from the promotion, you will have to multitask, because then you have to listen to what I say, otherwise you miss the powerful promotion. But at the same time, you can still buy the memberships or allocate it to one of the mystery cities for 125 euros. After this call, it will change to 250 euros. So hope everybody is ready for Mystery City 3. Like we said already in the beginning, these are not like any small cities. All of the 14 cities that we plan to announce, 2 per month until March, are all big world cities, and I don't even know if one city is better than the other. They're all very powerful cities. We had in the month of September, of course, Barcelona and Rome, also because they were part of the cruise that we experienced during the month of September. So we decided to have 2 world cities in there that were also visited by the cruise ship that we were on. And now we go to mystery city number 3. So everybody ready? There we go. So mystery city number 3 is Paris. So everybody that purchased any memberships and allocated them to the mystery city 3, I'm sure you're going to be really, really happy, because now you own units in the city pool of Paris for only 125 euros. Actually, in the same time, I'm going to update the system to not give too much advantage to everybody that is already doing that. So I need to multitask here a little bit as well. Let's see if somebody can beat me to it. Mystery City 3. I'm going to edit it right now, because actually if I do it after the call, it's not going to be fair to anybody else. So here it goes. Done. So it's already updated to 250 euros, and I'm going to do that as well for Mystery City 4. So nobody will have that advantage. 250 euros and save. So now I can in peace announce Mystery City number 4 without anybody sending me message that it's going to be unfair because there was a small window of 1 or 2 minutes that people knew what the city was, and it was still 125 euros. That is over. Right now it's 250 euros. So I hope everybody is ready for Mystery City number 4. There we go. Mystery City number 4 is the beautiful city of Dubai, where we will also have our event in February, which is at the same time the celebration of our 5th anniversary. Time traveled so fast. Only 4.5 years ago, we started with Success Factory, and look at this, already a few months away from our 5th anniversary. So many things have been done, but even more things are going to happen. So now we go to a special promotion. Like I said, there's a very powerful promotion coming up. It will run until October 31st, 11:59 p.m. Amsterdam time. So like we said, we want to help you achieve higher ranks. I'm also going to share with you that at the same time, it started 42 minutes ago, which means that before that, it will not be applied. It will be applied for everyone after October 16, today, 7 p.m., the moment that we started this global call. So I hope you are all ready, because there it comes. We will award you with ranking points for business fee. As you know, we cannot pay any commissions on business fee for 2 main reasons. First, it's illegal to pay for people to get started, so that's already a no-go. But also the business fee is in place to make sure that we can have all these offices and all these employees that help you to support your business, the product development, marketing, events, anything that you can think of, support, just to help you to help your business to a higher level, and you can focus on the main things, which is customer acquisition. You can either do that by yourself or by building a huge organization, use leverage, and build that customer base together. But what we're going to do until the end of the month, so it started today at 7 p.m. Amsterdam time, and it will run until October 31st, 11:59 p.m. Amsterdam time, which means that you will get ranking points for the business fee. Now, how will that look? We have, of course, a separation between the global business and the US business. So for the global business, the business fee will award you with 25 ranking points. The Business Fee Pro will give you 99 ranking points, and an upgrade from Business Fee to Business Fee Pro will award you with 74 ranking points. So that means if you sign up somebody and they pay the business fee, either the business fee or the Business Fee Pro, 25 or 99 points will be added in the rank for the ranking, so it will help you achieve rank faster. If somebody started before today with a business fee and after today upgrades to Business Fee Pro, they will get the 74 ranking points. Now, as you know, the business fee in the US is a little bit different. So for the US, we'll have 50 for the business fee and 125 for the Business Fee Pro, and then also 75 for the upgrade from business fee to Business Fee Pro. And like I said, this is starting today, October 16, 7 p.m. Amsterdam time, which was around 45 minutes ago. It will run until the end of the month. So we want to help everybody to combine the volumes of September and October. Then on top of that, we want to help everybody to use the promotion of Forex Insiders 25% discount and the second membership with DACoin. And then on top of that, we're going to award you with ranking points for the business fee. So you now have all the tools, all the powerful promotions to get you to the highest rank on October 31st. We love to recognize as many people as possible at our Dubai event, 5th anniversary. We already had a lot in Abu Dhabi, but I'm 100% sure that the Dubai event will have lots and lots of new topazes and sapphires and rubies and emeralds and diamonds and blue diamonds, black diamonds, crown diamonds, maybe even ambassadors and higher. Let's see who's capable of using these promotions in the most powerful way. So I'm sure that everybody's super excited. The Atlanta event is coming up. Actually, we changed the setup a little bit. The event is at the Face Family Center in Alpharetta, which is very close to our new office. Also, the full day event will be on November 4 from 9 to 9. And then on November 5, we will have a beautiful day at the opening of our new office in the United States, where people can visit, tours, get some kind of training. And then we'll probably end up doing some leadership trainings on November 6th as well on the Sunday for the people that are still there. Tickets are still available through Ticket Factory. Then the Dubai event with a very nice team, in my opinion, called Eternal Flame, fits Success Factory and everything that we have been doing in the last 4.5, 5 years. I know that on the Abu Dhabi event, there were wrong dates. It said 17 to 19 February. This was my mistake. It is 24 to 26th February 2023. We're going to celebrate our 5th anniversary. The Ticket Factory shop for the Dubai event will be up shortly. And of course, we'll announce that in the group. So you can be the first one to make sure you have your seat reserved at this beautiful event. For everybody that's not signed up yet at our Telegram channel, we already have a few thousand people in there, but it's becoming a more and more efficient way of communicating with the field. All those messages are coming straight from the company or the marketing department or people directly related to the company. So you can 100% be sure that whatever is shown in that channel comes directly from the company. So this was my part. Jason, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
I think people are super excited. I actually am 1 week away of landing in Atlanta. I cannot wait to see the progress up close and personal in the office again. I left like a week ago, but I already miss going there every day.
Progress. Looking good.
Yeah, it's looking good. I think for people that were in the office in the Netherlands once or twice, if they ever make it to the United States, Atlanta office, Alpharetta office, they will probably see some similarities there. The way that we set up the office, the whole walls and the printing on the walls, the studio, the beautiful studio that we have, a beautiful training facility and meeting rooms. So it's definitely there for the affiliates. And you know, we signed at least for 7 years. We actually opened up a new floor last week in Amsterdam as well of another 500 square feet. So the view moves to that new floor as well. Another 5-year lease. We said it already at the event, but I think everybody should know that this company has had a great 5 years, but we feel it's nowhere close to whatever we're going to achieve in the next 5 years. And that's why we want to have things settled for the long term, to make sure that everybody knows that this is a company where they can stay the rest of their lives. They don't need to look anywhere else. We got them.
100%. We've got their back. We've got you guys' back for a long period of time. We appreciate everything that you all do. You all are amazing leaders, amazing champions, and we look forward to doing great and big things with you continuing forward. Make sure you take advantage of all the promotions. We want you to win, just like we're all said. We love seeing you come across the stage. We love seeing you being able to earn what's rightfully yours and to win with the circle of champions and win with other champions all over the world. It's an absolute honor. Absolute honor.
100%. So everyone, make sure that you use the next 14, 15 days to the best of your advantage. I mean, the combination of the current promotions is something that we had never before. So everybody, take advantage of it, and we'll let you know when the new global code comes up. See you.